There are many bright stars in the UFC, but only some have as many fans as Paddy Pimblett. Khamzat Chimaev is probably one of the fastest rising love stars of the UFC, but Paddy is one of the reasons why UFC held two events in England in 2022. He has been a member of the UFC for around a year and has held 3 impressive bouts in the promotions already. 1 brutal KO and 2 amazing submissions are on his record, but there is something even more attractive in his fights. They are never one-sided. In the first 2 fights of the UFC, Paddy was dropped and was in danger, but he managed to survive and finish their rivals. 4th battle is scheduled for the Pride of Liverpool, which will be held in the December of 2022 against Jared Gordon. Jared won 4 bouts out of his last 5 appearances and shared the octagon with former UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira in 2019. Gordon has 11 bouts inside the octagon and won victory 7 times. The most noteworthy fact is that Gordon has all 5 losses via finishes, 4 times via KO and once via submission. So if Paddy wins, he has a great chance of continuing his winning streak with another finish. Paddy Pimblett represents not only his hometown but his gym, Next Generation MMA Liverpool, with his teammate and best friend Molly McCann. They have trained under the custody of their head coach, Paul Rimmer, for years already and shared lots of love and respect for him in many interviews. In one of the interviews, Paddy calls him his second dad and the biggest role model behind his father. There were lots of rumours that Paddy Pimblett had to share the octagon with the rising star of the UFC featherweight division, Ilia Topuria, who had already finished one of the English fighters, Jay Herbert, in London. Firstly, Guram Kukataladze, another Georgian fighter, expressed the desire to welcome Paddy to the promotion, but Paddy answered him aggressively on Twitter. Ilia intervened, answered even more aggressively to Paddy and promised him a punch. When they accidentally met each other in the hotel before their fights, Ilia began the fulfillment of his promise and started throwing punches. After that accident, fans want to see Paddy the Baddy against the undefeated Georgian prospect, but it looks like UFC has different plans for these talents. However, Paddy will be fighting against Jared Gordon in around a month, and from any aspect of the fight, Paddy has to be a favourite. Jared Gordon is a good fighter, but not the elite one. He earned several good victories in the UFC, but mostly he tries to get them via decision. He believes and says that his strength is his cardio and boxing abilities. He has good cardio, but his boxing is not very impressive since he mostly focuses on quantity rather than quality. However, he earns the points and wins some bouts by it. Still, even if he manages to leave the fight standing, his reach will be a massive problem against Paddy, who has a 5-inch reach advantage. Jared is a brown belt in BJJ, so he will not be interested in grappling with Paddy, since half of Paddy's victories are via submissions, and most of them are done in a very impressive way. So the only chance left for him is striking, and these chances need to be bigger too. For Paddy, this is another top fight, another chance to earn an impressive victory in standing or on the ground and get closer to the top 15. If and only if Paddy wins this bout, his record will be 4-0 in the UFC, and he will most likely fight for his spot in the lightweight rankings. So this is the perfect chance for him to make another statement by creating another highlight.